Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. The Bloodline saga will enter a new phase at Bad Blood 2024, where Roman Reigns, alongside Cody Rhodes, will lock horns with Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. The Samoan werewolf has been an impressive prospect since he first appeared in WWE. Fans and experts envision a promising future for Jacob Fatu within the company. The 32-year-old star is poised to play a momentous role in the upcoming storyline. Meanwhile, a viral clip gave a hint that the self-proclaimed tribal chief could face a bitter betrayal soon, as the Samoan werewolf might betray him. However, this could be the master plan of Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns to lure Solo Sikoa and eventually punish him. The footage going viral was the premiere of WrestleMania 40, Behind the Curtain on CW, showcasing the never-seen backstage footage before WrestleMania 40. In the clip, Roman Reigns was seen walking backstage before his title bout in the main event. Fans spotted Jacob Fatu escorting the original tribal chief. Jacob was wearing an Umaga shirt and a hat and was seemingly trying to hide his face from cameras. Now that the clip has gone viral, fans are suggesting the Samoan werewolf is already working secretly with the head of the table and could be playing an undercover agent within the Solo Sikoa-led bloodline. There is a chance WWE has intentionally dropped an Easter egg on what could unfold next. Since Triple H has taken over the creative team, fans have seen some crucial hints being dropped that eventually end up being important parts of storylines in the future. Roman Reigns' plans after Bad Blood 2024 revealed Bad Blood 2024 will be Roman Reigns' first in-ring bout since WrestleMania 40. Dave Meltzer, on Wrestling Observer Radio, has revealed the potential plans for the original tribal chief after the Atlanta Premium Live event. According to Dave's report, Roman Reigns will wrestle a match at Crown Jewel 2024, and he is definitely competing at Survivor Series 2024 on November 30, 2024. Roman is probably working the Saudi Arabia show. They got him working Atlanta, and he's definitely working the Survivor Series show. They got him advertised for that, he said. H/T Ringside News, there are possibilities that the original tribal chief might lock horns with Solo Sikoa in a singles bout, and Jacob Fatu could finally end the disguise and pick the head of the table over the street champion. It will be interesting to watch how the Bloodline saga unfolds in the coming months and shapes the future of the storyline and characters. At WrestleMania XL, the energy in the air was electrifying. Fans had waited months to see Roman Reigns defend his undisputed WWE Universal Championship, the biggest prize in the industry. Every match in the Bloodline saga had been building to this moment, where Roman Reigns would cement his legacy or face a reckoning unlike anything before. But what if, behind the spectacle and the fireworks, WWE secretly hit a shocking twist? As the cameras followed the intricate choreography of the main event, unseen footage was quietly recorded backstage. This footage, which has since leaked in snippets, reveals a carefully hidden plot involving Roman Reigns and his enforcer, Solo Sikoa. The unseen moments might change how fans perceive the future of the Bloodline and WrestleMania XL's fallout. A champion's confidence, Roman Reigns prepares for war in the lead-up to the main event. Roman Reigns exuded his signature confidence. His arrogance had only grown since his last match at SummerSlam, where he narrowly escaped defeat with the help of Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman. Backstage footage shows Roman in his locker room, flanked by Heyman and Solo, speaking about how this match would solidify his legacy as the tribal chief for generations. What the cameras didn't show, however, was the simmering tension between Roman and Solo. For weeks, Solo had grown increasingly aware of how Roman used him, not as a partner but as a pawn to maintain his iron grip on the title. The footage shows Solo pacing back and forth, an uncharacteristic silence hanging in the room. Roman, oblivious or ignoring the tension, continued his preparations, boasting about how he would once again overcome the odds. But Solo's quiet fury was palpable. WrestleMania XL wasn't just another title defense for him. It was something far more personal. In the shadows, WWE had been crafting a storyline that would threaten to dismantle the Bloodline's very foundation. The unseen threat, Solo Sikoa's secret opponent WrestleMania XL, promised a main event for the ages, with Roman Reigns set to defend his title against a top contender. However, the true threat to Roman Reigns wasn't his opponent inside the ring, but rather his closest ally, Solo Sikoa. Unseen footage reveals Solo receiving an anonymous message earlier that evening. The message simply read, "He doesn't see it coming." What followed was a series of interactions that hinted at Solo's greatest threat, a force even more dangerous than Roman himself. The mysterious figure behind the message was revealed to be an outside player, possibly someone tied to Roman's past, perhaps even The Rock or another returning legend. But instead of confronting Roman directly, this figure aimed to turn Solo against him. The anonymous message planted seeds of doubt in Solo's mind. Throughout the night, the footage captured Solo repeatedly looking at his phone, clenching his fists, and even engaging in whispered conversations with Paul Heyman. What did Heyman know? Was he involved in this plot, or was he simply playing both sides as he so often does? WrestleMania XL, the main event, unfolds as Roman Reigns made his way to the ring. The crowd roared in anticipation. Pyro exploded, and his music filled the arena. Solo Sikoa stood by his side, stoic as ever, a silent enforcer ready to protect his tribal chief at all costs, or so it seemed. In the unseen footage, Solo's demeanor backstage began to shift. His usual focus was interrupted by glances toward the entrance ramp, where an unknown figure was reportedly spotted. Rumors started circulating that this mystery man was part of a secret storyline set to unfold that night. The match itself was nothing short of brutal. Roman and his opponent battled for supremacy, with Solo constantly watching from ringside, waiting for his cue to interfere. But something was different about Solo that night. His hesitation was noticeable, his usual readiness to protect Roman seemingly subdued. As Roman found himself on the verge of defeat, the time came for Solo to act. He climbed onto the apron, distracting the referee as Roman delivered a low blow to his opponent. But instead of immediately re-engaging, Solo hesitated for a split second, a hesitation that didn't go unnoticed by Roman. The backstage reveal, Solo's greatest threat. What happened next was subtle, but the unseen footage revealed a shocking twist. In the final moments of the match, Solo glanced up toward the entrance ramp, where the figure from earlier was now standing. This person, concealed in shadows, simply nodded at Solo. It was as if a silent agreement had been made. For the first time in his career, Solo found himself questioning his loyalty to Roman. The match ended with Roman once again victorious, thanks to Solo's interference. The tribal chief stood tall, but the tension between him and Solo was unmistakable. Backstage, the unseen footage captured Roman confronting Solo, demanding to know what had happened out there. Why the hesitation? Why the moment of doubt? Solo, silent as ever, simply walked away without answering. But as the cameras followed him, Solo met with the figure who had been watching from the shadows. The footage cut off abruptly, leaving fans speculating whether this unseen force was preparing to dismantle the bloodline from within. What lies ahead for the bloodline? In the days following WrestleMania XL, speculation ran wild. Was this the beginning of the end for Roman Reigns? Had WWE secretly planned Solo Sikoa's betrayal all along? And who was the figure that seemed to have such power over Solo? The unseen footage hints at an even larger storyline at play, one that could see Solo Sikoa rise as Roman's greatest threat. Perhaps this anonymous figure was orchestrating a power shift within the bloodline, knowing that Roman's time as tribal chief was nearing its end. The mystery man's identity remains a closely guarded secret, but fans have begun to piece together clues. Some speculate that it could be a returning WWE legend, like The Rock, or even a former bloodline member like Jimmy or JUSO. Others believe that WWE is setting the stage for a new faction to emerge, with Solo at its helm. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain: the unseen footage from WrestleMania XL revealed more than just another title defense. It exposed cracks in the bloodline's foundation, hinting at a future where Roman Reigns' greatest enemy may not be the challengers he faces in the ring, but rather the one standing right beside him. As WWE continues to unfold this storyline, fans will be watching closely, wondering if WrestleMania XL was the night the bloodline began to crumble from within.